Hello and welcome to the Metaverse. For Honor's community is interesting to say the least. It's like the Wild West here, where literally no one can agree on what to do with the game. Not even the devs know what the fuck going on. They in the studios working their asses off to release the best content imaginable. I mean, you'll know you'll want these universal emotes and slightly different material colors. It's funny that you can ask people if the game is dead and there would be a flame war in the comments section because someone disagreed with their opinion. With this in mind, today I wanted to take a look at some of our community's hottest takes on this game we hate with every bone in our body but love to the core. Before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel out a ton. We're on the road to 20k, and with that out of the way, let's get started. Homie speaks the truth. I never saw what everyone saw in Dominion. Every other version of the game mode is actually fine. Domination has always been a staple in Call of Duty and it's fun. But I can't even explain why I find Dominion so boring. However, it being the worst game mode, I can't agree on that. We all know that Breach is the worst game mode ever created. And no, I will not elaborate on that. Next take please. This one is more than likely impossible. Any game that just stops releasing new content would die within a year. Unless you're something like Minecraft where you can make the game yourself with mods, or just go into creative and build a working computer. Or to some degree Fortnite where creative would be enough to coast the game another year. For Honor is not anywhere near that position to take a year off to take time off. And if they were to stop right now, it'd be a shit show nonetheless, because this game isn't something new people want to play. As much as I'd love to say this man is right, honestly, I don't care about either. I don't need armor sets to be dark to enjoy them. They just need to look unique or interesting in some way. I don't need realism in games for me to enjoy them. It's why I don't care when For Honor adds magic shit into it. Or why Shaman is trying to apply for Hogwarts. If it looks cool then I'll use it. It's really why Black Ops 3 is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. Because it's vibrant and has actual interesting things in it besides being brown and grey shooter number 300,211. While yes, I agree For Honor will never be a FGC level game in any capacity, I disagree with not choosing the pro players to balance around. That's the way every game does it. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, Call of Duty, Overwatch, any game that's multiplayer will choose the top 5% over the 95% player base because the lower half has no clue what the fuck they are talking about, and they also can't agree on shit. You'll obviously have your moments where the community as a collective will agree on something. Like the Fighters community on Android 21 being ridiculous, but that's the exception and not the rule. However, he do be spitting facts on Dominion series. That may be the worst shit I've ever seen in gaming history. As much as I'd love for the characters to have real depth and be a little bit more challenging or rewarding to stick with your favorite characters, I've come to the realization that's going against what For Honor is. Most of the challenge in For Honor comes from the moment to moment changes in battle. Parries and blocking is really where all the skill in For Honor is, since all the characters in For Honor are about as deep as a 1-foot pool. The characters aren't meant to be these dictionaries walking as humans like the characters in Tekken. Forsaking uniqueness for viability isn't really the way I'd go about it, but hey, characters have to be usable in some way. And we've all seen undodgeable or bash mix is one of the most effective and potent mix-ups in the game, so why make something new when there's a chance it'd be trash and you'd be forced to just give them the best mix in the game anyway. It's just how it is for the game. Homie tripping. No sane person would ever ask for this unless you're a Jorm main. No wait, that's the same thing. Jorm pre-nerf was actually stupid. One parry should never take 50% of your stamina. That makes less than no sense. You shouldn't be punished that hard for one bad read. At least not in this game. Going out of stamina isn't fun for this version of the game. Not to say it was fun back in the day, but it's worse now since characters are moving at Mach 50. In all honesty, I'm sure you just want your character OP to keep up with the rest of these super gremlins. I understand it. If we're being honest, the class list became nothing more than an afterthought a long ass time ago. Heavies can move as fast as assassins while doing the same damage as heavies anyway. But in all fairness, this game can't even exist like that. The idea of Heavis being slow but hitting harder than my dad when he's had too much adult juice. Or assassins not doing damage but can move around faster than me trying to get away from him. In theory that's a good idea, but then it'd make Heavis garbage since this game is more or less about speed. We've seen that a 600 millisecond attack is akin to just asking your opponent to fuck your ass with no rubber on. In terms of the Heavis and lights damage, they are all in a good spot now. The game is just like most fighting games where 3 wrong reads will end up killing you. This way it's imperative for you to be on your P's and Q's at all times. Although in my opinion I gotta say this entire comment quite literally could have been summed up in 2 words. Skill issue. Oh shit, homie trying to start a war. Hold up. Is homie drinking out a toilet? The game itself really doesn't take as much skill as people will tell you. But due to it being the only of its kind, a lot of people will say parrying and blocking is hard because of the 3-way indicators. But the way I see it, it's not that hard. It's virtually like regular blocking. Overhead, low and cross up. Though vertical it's still a motherfuck to block consistently. Look at whatever the fuck Injustice 1 was instant overhead lows and cursed shit at every turn. Feats actually should exist but should be massively toned down. I've always thought feats should all be passives. Like Deadly, Bounty Hunter, Iron Lungs and so on. Just small little buffs to your character, not calling upon the holy light of God to smite your foes in his holy name, or a 5-5 Japanese warrior screaming in your face. Seriously Ubisoft, what the fuck is even Ki? Homie is quite literally just yelling, why in the fuck is that putting me out of stamina? This is a shit show honestly. Either way, honor has been and always will be a debated topic in this game. I for one don't give a flying fuck about honor. You are entitled to play however you want. Ganking is just a part of the game. Is it annoying? Yes, but there isn't a multiplayer game around that doesn't have an annoying part to it. By all rights anything besides duels is literally free to gank. Now with that being said, if I go into a Dominion match and see my 3 teammates being honorable while I'm getting suplexed by the enemy team, you can bet your left kidney I'm punting the closest thing to me to the fucking moon. After reading some of these I can confirm that a lot of in For Honor are strongly opinionated. That I can respect. Honestly this was fun. You guys takes are so cracked that I'd love to make a series out of this. If you want to see more videos like this one, comment them down below. Make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel out a ton. And until next time.